Now pay close attention. We have retailers buying Bitcoin right now. We have institutions buying Bitcoin right now. We have big private investors and institutional investors getting invested in Bitcoin via Grayscale, which are accumulating Bitcoin for them. But, and here comes the cool thing, Bitcoin on exchanges are definitely on the decline. So there is more demand from the retail side, there is more demand from the institutional side, but there are less Bitcoin available on exchanges. And the price discovery, which is interesting for you and me, is getting done on exchanges. Now, what happens to the Bitcoin price if the demand constantly is going up, but the supply is going down? Yes, you guessed it right. We're going to keep pumping.
And most of all, foreign investors, now none of them have to pay a capital gains tax, so they wouldn't be affected by a hike. And on top of that, Biden's tax hike only applies to people with annual income of $1 million or more, so that's about 500,000 investors. So only a subset of that 25% would actually have an incentive to sell off before any tax hike. Now, Rosenthal and others don't doubt there could be a sell-off if we get a blue wave, but they think the corporate tax hike and lots of other big factors like stimulus would be far more important.
One of Joe Biden's biggest donors runs a cryptocurrency exchange. FTX exchange founder Sam Bankman-Fried was in the top 20 contributors to Joe Biden's 2020 U.S. presidential campaign with a $5.2 million donation. Definitely a bullish bit of information for crypto investors going into the next 4 years under a new president. In fact, one of our very own fellow crypto investors is headed to DC as Wyoming elects first Bitcoin owner to U.S. Senate. The cryptocurrency industry's fortunes in Washington, D.C. received a potential boost on election night as Wyoming voters elected former Congresswoman Cynthia Lummis to the United States Senate. Lummis bought Bitcoin in 2013 on a tip from her son-in-law, and upon her arrival to Senate in January, will be the first member of Congress's upper chamber to own cryptocurrency. Members of the House of Representatives, including former chair of the Judiciary Committee, Bob Goodlatte, have disclosed owning crypto in the past, but no U.S. senator has done so.